Today I'm brewing up some magic. Or that's what I feel like when I'm putting all my special herbs together. And today I'm brewing up some Agua de Florida, or it's also known as Florida water. Um, Florida water is fantastic for cleansing spaces, cleansing yourself, or just as a freshener. And I'll spray it when I'm working with clients in my studio. I'll spray it in between sessions because sometimes sage and Palo Santo and cleansing with smoke is not always the best idea. So in between sessions, I will clean with the Florida water, as well as sometimes just in the house to freshen it up. It's just a beautiful, powerful little water to have. Today is my concept of the Florida water. I first heard this from a Mayan teacher that I had several years ago. And it's really about making it with intention. And that's what I'm definitely doing today. So I've got all my herbs out. I've got all my stuff out. I'm going to explain what I'm doing and how much to a point, because I use grandmother scoops. So it's like, it's not always measured. It's just a little dash here, a little bit there. So we'll go with it. But just know that it's always made with intention. My intention is to purify, cleanse, protect, and bring in some natural, wonderful juju. So hang out. Let's make some Florida water. All right, so let's bring it in. So right here I have moon water, because just the other day we had a lunar eclipse, full moon, blood moon, and I decided to make up some water. So this is moon water, and you don't need this at all. In fact, you don't even need water, but because it's moon water with this little special, bit of magic in it, I've got it. So that's what we're doing. You need alcohol. This is just preserve your Florida water. This is the cheapest thing I could find. It's 100 proof. 100 proof is best, but doesn't always happen. So do your best to get 100 proof. 80 proof is okay, but 100 is better. And again, this is the cheapest thing. It's not something I'm going to be drinking. This for me is cedar. So cedar is great for protection, but this is just something that was given to me by a fellow family member, and it was blessed. And then this is sage. That was also blessed by a family member. And then I've got orange peels, roses, rosemary, cinnamon, and lavender. Okay, so this is how we're going to do this. I'm going to put some of the small stuff in first because the big stuff will go in after. So I'm just going to take some cedar. Again, this was blessed by white dove. And again, cedar is great for clearing, purifying, protecting. And then sage, this was by White Eagle. And I'm going to just, again, grandmother scoops, put some in there because we all know that sage is great for cleansing, clearing, and purifying. Okay. Next, I think I'll go ahead and put some of the orange peels in. And I'm just going to drop them in. This was not homegrown. I do not have an orange tree. But where I did get it, I just ended up cleaning it and making sure that it was cleansed of all pure impurities. I'm going to go ahead and throw in the rose petal. Oh, I'm sorry. Orange is great for cleansing, as well as it just makes you happy when you smell it, the energy of it. All right, so then we're going to throw in some rose petals. These are fresh from my mom's yard. These were also cleansed up, so there's no bugs or anything because that would be an issue for me. So we're throwing in the rose petals. Roses, great for loving, that loving energy, attraction, abundance. Great roses. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and let's throw in some cinnamon. Okay, first of all, I freaking love cinnamon. I will drink it in my coffee. I'll drink it in whatever I can. But cinnamon is great for wealth, abundance, and protection. So we're going to throw some of that in there. Next, I think I'll go ahead and throw the lavender in there. The lavender is great for purification, peace, and calm. This is straight from my own yard. So, and it's okay, you don't have to be gentle. I mean, When I cut it, I'm very gentle and saying thank you to Mother Earth, but when you put it in the jar, it's not going to be so gentle. Next is rosemary. Great for clearing, for purification, for protection. Rosemary's fantastic. Fantastic herb to eat, fantastic herb to burn. Sorry, Rosemary, let me squish you in there. This is just overall so good for you in so many different ways. So I'm just going to kind of smash that in there. Thank you, herbs, for giving me. Yes, I do say thank you. Okay, so next I'm going to go ahead and throw the alcohol in there because I want to make sure I get the right amount of alcohol in here, and it's going to be almost full. So, and this is just a larger mason jar. I'm not even sure how big this is. So we're just going to pour the alcohol in there. I might go get some more rosemary. I might go get some more lavender. Stand by. Let's get some more. Okay, so just so you know, what I did is I ended up throwing some more rosemary and some more sage and a little bit of thyme also. One, I love the smell of thyme as an essence, but it's also a great purification. So now we'll go ahead and continue with our alcohol. And you'll see I'm going to fill it up to about right at the curve right here. Okay. Oh, that took almost all of it. All right, then I'm going to go ahead and add my water. Now again, it's not necessarily to add water, but because it's the moon water, I do want to give it a little bit of that oomph energy. So we're going to open that up. I'm just going to fill it a little bit more. Hoo-hoo, yahoo. And then just to top it off, I'm going to go and put a little bit more alcohol. And that is it. Then you go ahead and you seal it. It's important to make sure it's sealed all the way. Okay, look at how pretty that is. It's so pretty. All right, and there you have the main ingredients of my personal Florida water. Now, in years before when I've done this, I've never actually put the cedar or sage in it, but I don't know, something about the energy lately, it just feels like I needed extra protection or extra oomph. So I just threw in some more. It's not going to hurt anything. My intentions are pure, and I think that's really important with everything that you do is intention. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to I'll mix this up a little bit. And what you do is you end up putting it in a dark closet or somewhere dark cabinet for the next 21 to 40 days. Now, different people say different things. I will definitely let it sit for at least 30 days. Every couple days, I'll go in and shake it up. And and I'll shake it up and make sure it's all mixed. I will say real quick is when I do put this in the closet, and every time I shake it, I will give it love. Because your energy, whatever you have in you, if you've watched me for however long or if you're new, I'm all about energy. Energy from my heart. I'm going to just send it to this Juju here, this Florida water. I'm going to send it and say, just, soak it up. It's all here for love and light and cleansing and purifying, and just give it some love every time you shake it up. So in the meantime, I will see you again in 30 to 40 days to show you what's next. Love, light, and peace. Have a great day.